Everyone. Today we are going to talk about a very important topic of strategic management, which is generic business strategies. So let us first understand what we exactly mean by a strategy. See, whenever we have to achieve some goal, okay, to get success in that, we need to frame a strategy. Okay, let's say we have to crack an entrance. Okay, we have to make a strategy very simple. Now, the word strategy is derived from the Greek word strategos. Okay, so stratus means army and ago means moving. Okay, so strategy is a word, okay, which has been derived from a Greek word. So it means that it's an army which is moving in a right direction to achieve its goals, right? Now, Henry Mintzberg, in his 1994 book, The Rise and Fall of Strategic Planning, he pointed out that people use strategy in several different ways, the most common being these four. Strategy is a plan, a how, a means of getting from here to there. Very simple. Now, strategy is a pattern in actions over time. For example, a company that regularly markets very expensive products is using a high end strategy. Okay, so it's a pattern in actions over a time also. After this, it's a position that is it reflects decisions to offer particular products or services in particular market. We are basically making certain decisions regarding which products to offer to various markets. Okay, that is also a strategy. We need to know which country will be suitable for which kind of products. Now, strategy is a perspective, that is vision and direction also. So he basically gave a viewpoint through three angles. Okay, four angles basically. Now, according to Michael Porter, so, in a 1996 Harvard Business Review article and in an earlier book also, Porter argued that competitive strategy is about being different. So, what we are discussing over here is not just a simple strategy, okay, that is there we make to achieve a goal, but we are talking about a strategy which will make us different, okay, which will help in gaining a competitive advantage. So he adds it means deliberately choosing a different set of activities to deliver a unique mix of value. Very right. So in short, Potter argues that strategy is about competitive position, about differentiating yourself in the eyes of the customer, about adding value through a combination of activities different from those used by the competitors. So remember, in generic strategies, our goal is to gain a competitive advantage. Okay, and also the main thing over here is that we are trying to differentiate ourselves from others. Okay, now these were given by Harvard School um, um, Professor Michael Porter in his book. So we discussed what he basically thinks about a strategy. He tells that he says basically they are competitive strategies which are basically used to achieve something different. Porter called these generic strategies specifically made to gain competitive advantage in the market. So he has basically linked strategy with something unique to gain edge over the competitors as we discussed. Now types. What is the first type? The cost leadership strategy. See, when you want to become a leader in cost, what will the natural thing you will do? You will decide to sell the product at a lowest price, the price at which no one is selling in the market, but the quality is the same in that category of products. Okay, so it will become a leader in that market or that basically category. Now, for example, if a company decides to sell its smartphone at a lowest price to become a cost leader, then it is said to be following a cost leadership strategy. So, due to this, it will gain a leadership in cost and therefore will be sold most in specific category of the products. Okay. Now, the other strategy is differentiation strategy. When the company decides to sell a unique product in market so that it can be differentiated from other products, it is said to be following a differentiation strategy. Here, basically, the product is unique, remember, but the thing is that price can also be high, because if your product is very unique, then the customer won't mind to pay more. For example, Apple iPhone is a unique smartphone and therefore follows differentiation strategy. So this has helped it in changing it up, charging it a higher price and thereby recovering the cost by even selling a smaller quantity. Now, other strategy is cost focused strategy. When a firm decides to sell low cost products but in a narrow segment, okay, a very small segment, it tries to sell products at the lowest cost. For example, if I decide to sell health drinks for certain diseases patients at a lowest cost, okay, so I have targeted a narrow segment because those persons are suffering from some specific disease, okay, not a common disease. So this is narrow segment and I'm selling it at a lowest price. So this is cost focus. My cost is also low and my focus is a very narrow segment, right? Then the differentiation focus strategy. Here basically the category is narrow category, but the product is unique. So here the firm sells unique products, but again in a narrow segment. As I said, it can be a smart watch for women at a higher price, but of course the quality being top class. Okay, so if you are selling a very costly watch, okay, to a category of women, okay, due basically depending on the lifestyle, social class of that person, that is a very narrow segment because not every person will be able to afford it. But the thing is that that will be a very different, unique kind of watch, we can say in this case, right? Now, in this diagram, it is basically showing the cost leadership, differentiation, cost focus, and differentiation focus strategy. So when we look at it, we see that under cost leadership, the cost, okay, and also the market scope, which is depicted by this one, is very basically it's a entire market, the wide market, right? But when we talk about, and the cost is also very low, remember, and differentiation, here basically the market is a very big market, but the product is distinct, unique. And here in this case we can see that it's a segment, small segment, but the cost is also low, right? It is shown by this. Now differentiation focus, here the product is unique but the segment is very small, right? So this is what is depicted by this diagram, all the four strategies of generic strategies of Michael Porter, right, to gain competitive advantage. Now let us practice some important questions. Generic strategies are made for delivering value to customer, increase brand loyalty, building brand image, none of the above. See, why are we basically using generic business strategies? So that we can gain a competitive advantage in the market. Okay, so the correct answer for this would be none of the above because our aim is to gain competitive advantage. Now the next question is, if a company sells unique products but for a narrow segment, it is called cost leadership, focus cost leadership, focus differentiation, or none of the above. See, we are selling unique products, okay, so they will be costly, of course, but for a narrow segment. If it was said that for a wide segment, then it would be differentiation strategy, but for a small segment, when we are focusing, it is focus differentiation. The focus is on a narrow segment and differentiation is unique products. So option answer would be option 3 for this. So this was all for today. This was all about the various strategies, generic strategies that Porter gave us to gain the competitive edge over the competitors in the market. So hope you enjoyed this lecture. Thank you so much for